What's up, guys? It's Ryan Small here at Winning with Ryan on social media. Uh, Real quick today, I wanted to go over OMISEGO. Currently, right now, is under $12 at 11.83. Your market cap right now is right over 1.2 billion. The circulating supply is just over 100 million. So there's good risk and reward there, or good potential there. On this video, I wanted to go over a few of the technologies of OMISEGO, as long as some of the technical analysis, such as support and resistance, where price could potentially fall, and where prices headed potentially. So keep in mind that when doing technical analysis, it's not like we're saying for sure price is going here and when it's going here and stuff like that. It's more so just overall analysis view of seeing the charts and seeing where price can go and where price is headed over time. So overall, I may see OMISEGO going back above $20, $25, but it may not happen this year. It may happen next year, for instance. But overall, that would still be my overall target. So throughout all these fluctuations with prices, I'm not really paying attention to that because I still have my overall long goal. I'm not in it for like the quick day trades, even though I look at the charts. People think I day trade, but more so I like to hold cryptocurrencies long term. I just use the charts to enter and exit more so. So instead of me buying OMISEGO at $20, I see that it needs to make a correction back down to 11, buy it there and then hold it to, wherever it needs to go in the future. But that's just an example because I hear a lot of people talk about how fundamentals and how news events pretty much dictates the price of cryptocurrency. But in reality, we've been in a bear market since January and prices have been falling. And there's been a bunch of good news events that's been coming out for different cryptocurrencies, but it didn't necessarily push the price up. So I just want people to understand that that's not the one-sided thing. I think a lot of people hate technical analysis because either A, you have people that really don't know it that's telling people about it, and B, the people who are looking at the news events, looking at the charts is too confusing to them, so they just disregard it right away. So those are usually the two only things, because in reality, technical analysis and stuff like that has been around since way back when. Like the first type of charts was line charts with just lines, and then they finally start making like Japanese candlesticks, Rankos, and all this other different things. So I just want people to understand that the charts and stuff like that is, one of the most significant. It's not saying that you can't just disqualify the technologies and stuff like that, because all of that is also important, but I just think, you need all of it together to actually get like a good overall basis. So keep in mind that, I'm not a financial advisor. This is just my own advice. So make sure you guys do your own research before looking at any coins or before purchases and anything, because there are a bunch of different coins. And for me, I feel like you should invest with what you believe in. You know what I mean? So just a little bit more about OMISEGO right now. So pretty much it's a decentralized peer-to-peer exchange platform. And basically it will be working as an open exchange. And they also have an SDK to help enable users with wallet-to-wallet transactions of cryptocurrencies using any fiat currency through the help of Ethereum smart contracts. So if you guys have been paying attention to like different exchanges and stuff like that, there's been a bunch of cyber attacks. And with cyber attacks getting hacked, people's accounts has also been harmed. So OMISEGO may help eliminate the need of exchanges such as Binance, KuCoin, Bitfinex, etc., to actually hold your crypto/money on their exchanges. Because with OMISEGO, you have access to exchange any fiat for crypto on a more reliable, decentralized exchange. You know what I mean? So you won't really need to, buy Ethereum on Coinbase, send it to Binance, and then buys, let's say, something like a GOLEM or something like a Ripple on Binance. And then you would have to buy one of those two to actually use the actual network. So pretty much what OMISEGO is doing is cutting out that middleman, is making it more user-friendly for anybody to purchase any type of cryptocurrency based off whatever fiat currency they have. Some, like, right, for me, for example, I'm US based, so I'm going to be exchanging in the dollar. But for OMISEGO, it's primarily big in like Southeast Asia, so they're using something like, I'm not exactly sure what currency they use, but let's just say they're using the yen. They would have to exchange the yen for it, but the OMISEGO protocol pretty much makes it more user friendly for people to do it through like an app or through their own exchange. And the way that we do it now is we have to keep buying and selling, and then we have to do like 3 to 4 different steps just to, buy Ethereum, send it somewhere, and just to get the currency that we want. It would be a lot easier if we could just use fiat into crypto and then just make it that easier. So OMISEGO, they have a solution with that. It depends on what type of person you are to think if that's a necessary solution. For me, I don't think it's like the biggest solution in the world, but I think for the cryptocurrency space, this has really good potential. So let's just go down to the website, Unbanked. You can see here, next generation financial network and decentralized economy. The OMG network is a scaling solution for finance on Ethereum, enabling transparent peer-to-peer transactions in real time. The decentralized network facilitates self-sovereign financial services across geographies, asset classes, and applications. And then right here, I have the 4 different type of technologies. You have the white label SDK, digital asset gateway, decentralized exchange, and you have your own clearinghouse. Scroll down, you can see, you guys can come here and just get a better look at some of these things. Let me just go over it because I don't want to make this video too long. One of the most important things when you come to, different crypto's websites is to look at the white paper, look to see their team, look to see if they have an actual working product, where they're at in the stages of the product, what's their long-term visions. There's little things like that. So another reason why I'm high on OMISEGO is because of their team of advisors in the team. So if you could just look right here and go to their team, you can see they have their CEO, their founders, and stuff like that. But just look at their advisory board of the people who's on board. So here, Vitalik Buterin. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but you guys know what I'm talking about. He's the founder of Ethereum, one of the biggest cryptocurrencies out right now. So he's on their advisory board. You also have, who else? You also have Roger Ver, CEO of Bitcoin.com, one of the first investors in crypto. And then you also have, Julian Zawistowski. I'm not sure how to pronounce his last name, but he's also one of the founders. He's also the founder of GOLEM GNT, which is also one of like a supercomputer type based thing. You guys are gonna have to do more research on GNT to actually look at it, but just to show you guys, there's 3 people, and that's just 3 people who are highly into the crypto space, who have a lot of information and knowledge in the crypto space. So if you would want somebody on your team, those 3 people are for sure great people to have on the team. So that's another great, and all 3 of those people also have working products. So that's just another reason why OMISEGO can be potentially 10x in the future or whatever. So right now, like I said, it's at 1180. Let's go look at the technical analysis. So right here we have OMISEGO versus the dollar. So right here it says we're at 1184. So right here we're on the weekly chart. So you guys can just see that prices, pulled up, came down, overall made new highs at $28. And ever since then, that's probably been around January, we've been seeing somewhat of a retracement. So overall, I can just spot out right now, we have our first area of support around this area of $7 that hasn't been broken. I'm pretty sure we also have a trend line, which is a diagonal support and resistance line. And you can start it from here and then connect it there. And you can see you got 1, 2, and on the third hit, price came down and it failed to close. So we may get a potential rally back up. And let's see if we can potentially draw a Fibonacci retracement from this low up to this high like that. You can see price fell down to the 78.6. So now we can see that price can fall potentially still back anywhere in this range right here, between $8 and $5. It's still a likable or still a potential scenario where OMISEGO can fall. Right now, it's holding above $10, so potentially price can shoot up from here. It's just a scenario that, not saying that you should buy right now, but if you were to buy right now and price were to come back down, it's not like you were to lose money. You would just be down. So you can still buy at a cheaper price while still having your position up here. I know psychologically, a lot of people, when they buy high and price dips, they get a little discouraged and they don't really buy when prices are giving them a discount. When in reality, when they buy and prices dips, they should buy more than and there. Also, it depends on what project you're investing in. I wouldn't tell you to if it's like a shit coin and prices are dipping, you shouldn't really just keep buying into shit coins. This is more so like long-term projects, in my opinion. And this isn't, it's already at $11. You have a bunch of shit coins that are, under $1 and stuff like that. So this actually also has a working product and stuff, and it has a great team. So long term, I like the potential of OMISEGO. And with this next bullish rally, I see prices need to go back above $15, $20, and then eventually should hit around $30. And then that's just like a short term, maybe the short term view. Overall, this is a $50 to $100 coin, in my opinion. I'm not guaranteeing that it's going up that much. I'm not guaranteeing you anybody makes money, because it all depends on when you buy, how long you hold, your own mental mindset, things like that. But just looking at it from the technical aspect, you can see price slowly making higher highs and higher lows. You got your correction right here. If price pulls down and it fails to break back below $5, I can see it pulling back up. Once it pulls up, it would need to break it back above $10 and then climb up. Right now, we're holding above $10. So as long as price stays above $10, I see a bullish bias potentially going back up towards $15. And we'll need to break that. So let's move this to around $15, like around here. After the $15 mark, it would need to break the $20 mark up here. Yeah, like that. So once these two resistances get broken, I potentially see price pull up to the $30 range, breaking these highs up here, and then falling up towards this area. Let me see. So yeah, price needs to break back above $15. Once it gets to $15, then we'll go from there. Because like I said, this is all long term. Price may go up to 15, retrace back down, and do a bunch of stuff for another 3 months. But overall, after 3 months or whatever, let's say it took 3 months for it to happen. After 3 months, if it eventually broke $15, then what I'm saying now would play whenever it breaks above $15. So just keep that in mind, that it doesn't necessarily have to do it right then and there. It may take a few months, a few weeks or whatever, and then eventually, it's ball game. But overall, that's my thoughts on OMISEGO. If you guys can, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm going to be posting more cryptocurrency as long as Forex content. I'm also going to post my free Telegram below. You guys can subscribe to that and add me on Instagram at Winning with Ryan. And take care. I hope this video helps.